Yeah. What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We just working. The Stream King has returned. Death Row East. Believe in that. Listen. I need a favor. This is Ego the General speaking. I need a favor. Now, a lot of people hit me up and they said, yo, Ego, I'm not getting notifications. Or they're getting them sometimes. And then other times, they're saying, YouTube's at it again. I'm not getting the notifications. So, everybody, before we get started into the good shit, if you have Twitter, you know, we don't just think about problems, we think of solutions. If you have a Twitter, go follow me on Twitter. Because each and every time I stream, I send an independent link out to my Twitter because it's the easiest thing to get to. And it'll say I'm streaming. So just in case you don't get the YouTube notification, you may get one showing that I'm live that you could just click on in Twitter. At Boxingego. I don't know when YouTube's going to figure this problem out. I don't know how they're going to, you know, change who they send notifications out. I don't know. But it is what it is. We just got, you know, we got Shmoney Gang from Daryl. He up in here. Oh, we got a PayPal. Shout out to Daryl. Daryl Zapata, $10 super chat. Let me read what he said for you guys. We just working, people. But if you guys, before we get started, I'm about to get started promptly. While we're waiting for people to show up, if you have a Twitter account and you want notifications and it's iffy with YouTube, go to my Twitter account and follow me at Boxingego. You know, and the streams, I send out a notification via my Twitter. So that's another, if you really want to catch the streams live without coming in late or replays or just to see if you're available, follow me on Twitter. It says, yo, swang and bang, gang, gang. Wow. Daryl Zapata said, wow. Bang, bang, gang, gang. I do not gang bang. Okay, we got some people follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Let's see this number increase. If you're not getting notifications, follow me on Twitter. We have to find a workaround. We can't rely on YouTube to figure it out and send notification or whatever the hell's going on. So let's get into it, people. Canelo Alvarez free agent. HBO Boxing's getting out of boxing, so it's just gonna be HBO, which I predicted, seen coming. Talked about for a while on my channel before it happened. See, we prophesize a lot of this stuff. You know, make sure you smash the like button here too. Eagle, I'll see some stream, do a pre-timed stream, so it will appear to people. A stream will start that 3 p.m. day. Next day covering an XYZ topic might help. I didn't want to have to do another step, you know, and just have a video with no views and comments, you know what I'm saying? Just to warn you. But, you know, maybe we have to look at those workarounds. Yeah, I mean, maybe if everyone's doing it like that, because we can't rely on YouTube to get this shit cracking. So, you know, whatever works. But that's just a quick workaround that a lot of you guys have Twitter. You could get, because I sent out a notification to Twitter. It's weird. They don't have no type of option for like an Instagram. I mean, I guess how would it send you through Instagram unless it was a post or something. But let's talk about Canelo. Free agent. He just top of the world. Made it, ma. Top of the world. If you gotta go out, that's how you go out. That motherfucker took his destiny in his own hand. Some destiny. What you know about destiny, Big Chat? What you ever control? I control my life. That's bullshit. I got more control over your life than you do. How you figure? You know, what movie is that from? He said, Blizzard ain't sticking up to nothing now. Let's get it. Gang. So Canelo needs a home. He's looking for his broadcast, who's going to broadcast his next fight. HBO said they down, but, you know, maybe Golden Boy. I seen them all getting on a plane today, so I assume they're doing some type of meetups with whoever, DAZN and ESPN. Now, I'm going to tell you one of my fears. This just could be speculation, but I think it's a fear. Canelo used to be on Showtime. Fact. He's had fight, like his fight with Josecito Lopez was a Showtime fight. I believe Edeslandi Lara, probably Angulo, you know, and then he went over back to HBO. Because Heyman fighters were on HBO, then they went to Showtime, and then Canelo went back to HBO. Because Golden Boy kept the rights to Canelo. Whereas a lot of Al Heyman advised fighters, they stay with Heyman, right? So my fear is this. We know De La Hoya and Golden Boy don't particularly care for Al Heyman. They try to sue him, shit like that. And at the end of the day, now I feel that he may... Wow. I'm just reading who got blocked. I'm sorry. Now I fear that De La Hoya, you know, a lot of this business where I've seen, pride gets into people's way. Like, instead of doing what's right business-wide, they'll go out just off of pride. Look at HBO Boxing. A lot of pride there. You know, people not making decisions to get rid of certain people, keeping certain people that were kind of outdated. They weren't blending well with the current market. You know, we live in a digital society. You got to get people who can either adapt, that have been there for a long time, or people who are fresh, you know, some fresh blood. HBO chose not to do with it. They made their bed. Now they're getting rid of their boxing department. Very simple. You have to keep up with the times. So I've seen that in business where people they'd rather just like implode than to break pride, or, you know what I'm saying? So Steven Espinoza did an interview, said he was really interested in Canelo, or released a tweet. But then I seen recently he said he reached out to Canelo's people and he hasn't heard back from them. So sometimes no response is a response. So maybe they're looking at other options and they're not tripping off Showtime. But to me, that sounds like De La Hoya. If that is true, it sounds like De La Hoya being salty, you know, mad because he felt like Al Heyman jacked his fighters, which is not true, because they had freedom of choice. They chose to go with Al Heyman. They chose his leadership, you know, and it's obvious why, to be honest. I mean, who would you be with? Al Heyman, behind the scenes dude, powerful, been in the industry, you know, giving you good advice, or the person who missed his biggest cash cows fight, you know, and had someone else running his company because he was in rehab. This is fact. De La Hoya checked into a rehab like just before Mayweather Canelo. So he did all this promotional stuff saying, hey, I do believe that Canelo Alvarez, he has the blueprint to beat Floyd. Like, you know, he did all this talking about how Canelo was the one, the golden child, and could beat Floyd. And you weren't there either way, because you were in rehab, because you had your own personal demons. Now, you know, I'm not here to kick someone while they're down. Tyson Fury had his issue. Mayweather has had issues with alleged domestic violence or whatever. So he had to sit down for a minute in the can. So, you know, everyone has their own thing. But, you know, from a business perspective, like, why would Abner Mares and Leo Santa Cruz, Adrian Broner, Amir Khan, you know, why would they go with De La Hoya when they see certain stuff like that? Like Richard Schaefer is leaving, you know, and Golden Boy has to do a whole facelift, you know. Versus Al Heyman, he out here getting shouted out by Drake and Drake's successful platinum album, and you know, making boss moves, network deals. You know, Canelo is keeping Golden Boy afloat. We all know that. Who else? Name someone else who signed to Golden Boy that, who's the number two fighter that's keeping Golden Boy afloat behind Canelo? That's all I'm asking. Tell me who's the biggest star behind Canelo. Who? David Lemieux, who just fought on the undercard against Gary Spike O'Sullivan. Jaime Munguia, I don't even know if he signed with Golden Boy because I know he's with Zuffa or some shit. I think he might have signed recently, but when he was fighting Saddam Ali, I don't think he was technically signed to Golden Boy. Ryan Garcia fought on Facebook, and he's still young in the developmental stage. He has a lot of fans, but you know, I don't know if you're fighting on Facebook, he's not doing pay-per-view. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's translated to selling out a venue, StubHub, 9,000. That's good. It's impressive for a kid his age and stuff, but that's not the same as Canelo Golovkin selling out T-Mobile or Conor McGregor, Khabib Nurmagomedov. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, Anthony Joshua was definitely not with Golden Boy, so that made no sense. Diego De La Hoya. Hey, so y'all just being funny now. Yeah, so shout out to the people who can't listen and they're just making shit up. Oh, Spence. You have to listen to the question in order to answer. My question is, who does Golden Boy have that's the next biggest star to Canelo? Not who does the whole world of boxing have. So yeah, that definitely wasn't the question. Leo Santa Cruz and Modest aren't with Golden Boy any longer. Ray Vargas. Rey Mysterio has a bigger name than Ray Vargas. So what are you talking about? Lana Del Rey has a fucking bigger name. What's Ray Vargas' biggest fight? I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. I'm just asking. I guarantee you more people know who Rey Mysterio is than Ray Vargas. So y'all playing around. Rey Mysterio, he the A side. Fuck what y'all talking about. Motherfucker talking about Ray Vargas. Fucking Ray Charles, motherfucker. I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Fucking Ray Mysterio is the GOAT. Rey Mysterio. Shout out to Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. I grew up watching them. That frog splash was wet. Alberto Machado. Okay, just please stop. Machado, really? He said, of course, exactly. Well, then we agree. Rey Mysterio is a legend. Leyenda. I get it. He's bigger than Ray Vargas or whatever you're talking about. So clearly Canelo's the biggest star over there. So it said Canelo versus Rey Mysterio. I would pay for that. You know, I mean, shit. I'll pay for that. That's better than Rocky Fielding. Canelo versus Rey Mysterio. That's for all the bragging rights, because you already know Rey Mysterio gonna have that mask on and he gonna come out with a dope ass ring walk. They got Chuck Liddell. Okay, he was just retired yesterday, and then now he's like unretired. What age is he? Travell Mazion. Yeah, I don't even know who y'all just y'all just saying whoever. George Zimmerman. Y'all just saying random people. I didn't know Zimmerman was signed to Golden Boy. Hey, I put my money on Rey Mysterio. Fuck what y'all talking about. So it said Golden Boy got Adelaide Bird. Hey, y'all are real life trolling right now. Y'all are professional trolls. My boy Spike O'Sullivan, your boy got laid out in one round though. So yeah, Soda Popinski, that's not cutting it. They got Boxing Ego. I'm not signed to Golden Boy. I'm independent. I'm like Master P. Got that Master P. No limit, babe. Rey Mysterio got a draw with Jesse Vargas. I don't know why these comments are so funny. Y'all are pieces of shit. Y'all keep talking about this Rey Mysterio. It'll make my cheeks hurt. Please stop with this Rey Mysterio shit. Shout out to Ray. Hey, shout out to Ray. Free my nigga Ray. He ain't even do nothing. Free Rey Mysterio, man. Free my Ray. Y'all are funny as shit. Marlo's Corner was good. He said salute to the chat. Shout out to Marlo's Corner and Ray and Rey Mysterio. Anyway, Golden Boy's biggest star is clearly Canelo. So he's the one that's kind of keeping him afloat. I think he should go to Showtime. Because Daniel Jacobs might go back to Showtime. Charlo's over there, right? So you got some guys over there that he could fight already. That Ego is Golden Boy post is funny as shit. I didn't hear that. I don't know what y'all talking about. Won't read that. PBC don't have a pay-per-view star. What do you mean won't read that? Y'all don't even know how to type. Y'all just be, what are y'all doing right now? He said LOL won't read that. PBC don't have a pay-per-view star. LOL. Okay, who does DAZN have that's a pay-per-view star? Who's their pay-per-view star? Because Anthony Joshua wasn't announced as a DAZN fighter. So who's their pay-per-view star? You know? Who's ESPN Plus's pay-per-view star? See, y'all just be saying whatever. See, a lot of people just say it because it feels good. Remember Halle Berry and Monster Ball? Make me feel good. Why did you make me feel good? Y'all just say it because it makes you feel good. Like Halle Berry. Hey, she looks so sexy in that movie. And Swordfish. I couldn't wait. I waited my whole lifetime to see Swordfish. But anyway, Halle was tripping with that Monster Ball. Her and Billy Bob. She said, I want you to make me feel good. Make me feel good. Make me feel good. I see why you got an Oscar for that. Make me feel good. Make me feel good, Billy. Like, damn, you must really want to feel good the way you doing that. You want Billy Bob to make you feel good, huh? You gonna do a sex scene to get an Oscar, huh? You want a paper chase? You got your block on fire, remain in the G until the moment you expire with it. You want to feel good in Monster Ball hand. How am I a troll? See, there's a difference. I'm not trolling. The things I'm saying is true. Trolls be just saying shit they don't believe. I'm not out here like saying shit I don't believe. People that be trolling just be saying stupid shit. I'm not trolling. I'm just very honest. Halle Berry was tripping in Monsters Ball. Go watch it. Make me feel good. Gotta make me feel good. Like you tripping. Jesse Vargas is a pay-per-view star. So Vargas Delorme did better numbers than McGregor Khabib. Ice Cube stopped singing. Make us feel good with boxing news. That shit was corny though. I wasn't even singing. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you about one dumb comment away from being removed. But anyway, good luck. Ego, what do you think about Mikey not taking Errol Spence? I didn't even really care about that fight, to be honest. Like, I'll watch it, but I don't think it's a great fight for Mikey. You know, but, you know, and the other thing is Richard Commey's is mandatory. So I was wondering how that was going to work anyway. Vargas not even a DAZN star. Hey, y'all going ham today. Make sure y'all got this energy level. Smash that like button. But anyway, Canelo's looking for a home. We should get some more information as to where he's going to go. I don't know. I think Showtime would be the best fit. Showtime has capability of streaming. They have an actual TV station, right? And then they also have the ability to pay-per-view, like Wilder Fury will be on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So they got multiple things. And I think for Canelo to get good money, you know, like close to what he was getting for fights, I think you kind of need a pay-per-view model. You know, without, I mean, DAZN, according to how much they're supposed to get, the $1 billion or whatever, I mean, they can pay him, but, I mean, how are you going to justify, like, see, this is the thing. That's why I didn't ever understood the DAZN thing. If you guys know and you can, like, clarify it for me, let me know. This is why I never understood DAZN, their business model when it comes to boxing. Because let's say Canelo, okay, let's say you get fronted a bunch of money. Nobody is going to front you a bunch of money without getting a return on their investment. They're at some point expecting to turn profit. So my thing is this. How are they going to justify, let's say they give Canelo $22 million. How are you going to give him $22 million to fight Rocky Fielding and just deplete $22 million for one fighter's purse, you know, because you don't have TV licensings and shit like that, and you're a new startup? DAZN had only been around for 2 years prior to now, you know, and they're just getting into boxing. So how are you going to justify giving Canelo a crazy purse like that? Because the Rocky Fielding, I'm okay with the fight, you know, coming off of 2 fights, but I don't see how you're going to be able to pay Canelo buku buck. Like, are they going to give him even 10 million? Is he going to get 10 million for Rocky Fielding? How? So to me, you're going to have to tap into your DAZN $1 billion savings, and you're already giving him a lot. Like, okay, if DAZN offered Tyson Fury £3 million and they offer Broner a multi-fight deal in about 2 million, 2.25 million, and 2.5 million, you got to offer Canelo more than that, I would imagine. Because how is Canelo going to get offered 2.2 million and that's what you offer Broner? You know, Tyson Fury is a good fighter and all that, but they offered him over 3 million, and these guys made it public. So if I publicly see Broner's 3-fight offer and Tyson Fury just exposed DAZN too, then if I'm Canelo, I'm not getting less than what Tyson Fury and Broner got when I only have 1 loss and I'm the biggest star in boxing when Floyd's not fighting. So that means you would have to imagine that no matter who Canelo's fighting to be on DAZN, he has to, at bare minimum, get probably $5 to $10 million. Because again, how are you going to offer Broner 2 million and Tyson Fury 3 million pound, which equates to over 3 million, but then give Canelo anything like that? And Eddie Hearn, fast talking Eddie, he already made it public that he wanted to sign Deontay Wilder for a multi-fight deal, and we know the offers. He said the first fight, a fighter of his choice, $5 million. And he said the second fight with Joshua, 12.5 to 15 million. So again, if I'm Canelo and I'm bigger than Wilder, bigger than any star in boxing, that gives me a price point of what I should gouge them at. This is another reason why DAZN kind of messed up, because they teamed up with Eddie Hearn, who likes to be on the camera, and now DAZN is they have basically the spokesperson for their boxing side is Eddie Hearn, and he likes to talk, you know. So now people, because it's Eddie Hearn, they've already blasted the offers that they've been offered. Broner did it and showed you on the internet how much money he was offered for 3 different fights, and it crescendoed from 2 million to like 2.5 million. Eddie Hearn also got exposed, or his offer got leaked by Tyson Fury. I just did a video about it. They offered Tyson Fury 3 million pound. Right? Eddie Hearn likes to talk. So he's done interviews that are all public knowledge, and he offered a 2-fight deal to Wilder to fight on DAZN for $5 million. And then a Joshua fight in between $12.5 to $15 million. This is all highly publicized. They said they sent an improved percentage offer. I don't know what the amount of money is on that, but Wilder's team said they're not worried about that. They got to focus on Tyson Fury. You know, they could discuss it December 2nd. So what I'm saying is that's 3 separate fighters, all of which none of them are bigger than Canelo, you know, in terms of resume, in terms of star power, in terms of accolades and accomplishments. Wilder, Tyson Fury, nor Broner, they're all good fighters, but none of them have done what Canelo has done in this business. Like, no, when's Broner headlined a pay-per-view? When's Wilder headlined a pay-per-view in America? When's Tyson Fury headlined a pay-per-view? Canelo has headlined several. So if I'm Canelo, I'm going to gouge the fuck out of DAZN because I have a starting point. And this is the problem when you have someone like Eddie Hearn who's trying to be on the mic so much and he's spilling the beans. Oh, we got $1 billion. You're supposed to keep that. Like, you sitting up here bragging, but now if I know you have $1 billion and I'm Golden Boy and I know about 3 or 4 public offers, because 2 of which you got exposed, the other one you exposed yourself and told how much you were offering Wilder, and I have my client, aka Canelo, right? Then I have a starting point of what to get. You know, I could use in my life. I used to work at Sears. A lot of people that left Sears went to work at Lowe's, and they were trying to recruit people. They came back. They're like, yeah, man, I started working at Lowe's. It's chill. It's closer to home. Woom, woom, woom. They're paying. So through my friends, I had about 2, 3 friends that had already made the transition and left Sears, where we all worked, to go work at Lowe's, which the Lowe's was actually in my actual city versus the Sears wasn't. So I had to commute. So I was like, damn, let me apply. Then I can go work at Lowe's, which is like 5 minutes away from home instead of, 15 to 30 minutes. And then with traffic, way more, boom, boom, boom. But since I had 2 or 3 friends that worked with Sears that came back to recruit me, it gave me a good indication, a barometer, a guideline of how much to ask for, because they told me how much they were making at Lowe's, how much they got offered. You guys get it? And that's why you don't discuss at a job, you don't really discuss your pay, because people get jealous, people hate, people, oh, that's unfair. I work harder than Ego. How the fuck is he making $15 an hour? This is bullshit, and people try to hate on you and, stuff like that. Me, in this example, they were just, some people, this is why I don't discuss stuff like that, but they told me how much they were getting. And I was like, okay, cool. So now I know what they're willing to pay at Lowe's. So when I applied, I made sure I didn't go under what I knew was reasonable. I'm a higher up position at Sears than them 3 were. You get what I'm saying? So if those 3 people, and I have a higher ranking job coming over from Sears than them, in terms of like, I'm already making more at Sears than all 3 of them. Then now that I'm going to Lowe's, since I know how much they make, then that helps me at the negotiating table. You guys get it? And that's the thing with Canelo. So that's the problem with Eddie Hearn being so, all in the video, and in the cameras and stuff, is he's spilling beans about financial details. Now, if Canelo does go to DAZN, he's going to have to get, I would imagine, caked out. Wow, y'all are going ham on each other in the comment section. I'm just catching up. Damn, someone said Triple G fighting on the History Channel now. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. And I told you, DAZN, the investors at DAZN, I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They could be all real chill people, real cool people, just businessmen. We don't like the people. See, this is the thing. DAZN teamed up with Eddie Hearns, and Eddie Hearns is the one who has been not really in the favorable light in the American public. So this hurts DAZN as it's like collateral damage. You know, the people, to be truthful, to keep it a buck, right? Keep it all the way a buck. The guys from DAZN, the breadwinners, or you know, the guys who were fronting the cash for DAZN, nobody really knows them. It's not like they're doing a bunch of interviews and, you know, pissing people off. But the fact that they put Eddie Hearn in charge of it and they're trying to sell it to American public, and based on what Eddie Hearn has said, the American public isn't all the way resonating with Eddie Hearn right now because of the Wilder Joshua situation, you know, conflicting statements, contradictions, stuff like that. So that's part of the problem. You got to look at who's a spokesperson for your brand. You know, you got Eddie Hearn running around and telling people's purses and or having certain relationships with fighters to the point where the fighters feel like exposing him. You know, like Bob Arum has offered guys deals. I don't remember Bob Arum being exposed by a fighter like, look what Bob tried to fucking offer me. Broner got offered some stuff, and I don't think it came out from Broner first how much he was offered. And even if it did, he damn sure didn't put like the paperwork on and show receipts. That's what people are doing to Eddie Hearn. Tyson Fury, you know, he's like, oh, the shit talking shit house promoter, keep playing with me. And then he posted the paperwork. It's an email from Eddie Hearn Matchroom. So, you know, that's how I guess they're feeling based on Eddie Hearn or whatever. So now, like I said, if I'm Canelo, I have a good starting point. I know what you offered Wilder for a couple different fights. I know what you offered Broner because he publicly put it out there. And I know what you offered Tyson Fury. So I know my star power is greater than all three of them. I've accomplished more in terms of resume, and I've accomplished more in terms of individual accolades like sellout shows and 2.2 million with Floyd. So now if I was Canelo and I do go to DAZN, I'm gonna hit them pockets. You know, you want me on DAZN, you gotta pay like you weigh. You was trying to give Wilder $5 million a fight. I'm not taking $5 million for a fight. You know, because I'm the A-side big star in boxing. So again, for me, I don't know where Canelo's gonna go. Maybe ESPN, maybe DAZN, maybe Showtime. I don't know, but it just seems like Showtime has more of a ready-made system in place where you can justify paying Canelo what he's probably gonna want or demand. Does that make sense? How you pay Canelo $12 million and the monthly subscription is $9.99? You know, how you gonna recoup your money against a guy like Rocky Fielding? How are you gonna make that type of money from a fight like that? You know, again, I'm okay with the fight happening, coming off the tail of 2 tough fights with Golovkin, but you got to look at it. If they're gonna offer, if they're gonna spend $12 to $15 million just for Canelo to fight Rocky Fielding, how's that beneficial to DAZN? Versus if you have a pay-per-view, you can have a kind of shitty fight, but you can make a lot of money at your live gate. You know, like if you put it in the right spot, plus you're getting all those pay-per-view buys. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so let's do some simple math. Canelo versus Liam Smith wasn't really a desired fight. How much was the pay-per-view? Let's just do quick math. Y'all keep saying boxing is a business. Let's do some easy math. How much do you think Canelo Liam Smith pay-per-view was? Somebody take a guess. We'll try to use the average. Canelo versus Liam Smith wasn't a great fight to, you know, for pay-per-view. Wasn't a pay-per-view. How much do you think the pay-per-view cost? Okay, I just looked it up. $64.99. All right, so let's do some quick math. Canelo versus Liam Smith had a 51,000 people in attendance roughly. And because they put it in Texas, where there's a lot of Mexican, Hispanic, and just hardcore boxing fans. You know, a lot of people came out for Canelo. The pay-per-view was $65, $64.99, and it sold roughly 300,000. Okay? So we do quick math. We just gonna do the quick math. $65 times 300,000. You see? So a fight that nobody really cared for at 65 a pop, right, did $20 million roughly. Just off of pay-per-view sales. Not including 51,000. Okay. Not including live ticket sales. DAZN is $9.99 a pop. So how many times does $9.99 go into $65? You get what I'm saying? So in essence, for stars like Mayweather, Conor McGregor, Canelo, Joshua, it's like you almost still need pay-per-view for them, because how can you justify what they're getting if it like if Joshua versus Klitschko was on just regular Showtime with no pay-per-view metrics in the UK or in Germany or whatever? How do you just put it on regular HBO? So you kind of need a, in my opinion, that's why you should go to Showtime. You kind of need a pay-per-view model, I would imagine, to do, especially if you have a shit fight. Like, you know, not like a shit fight or a fight that's not desired, because they got this out of Liam Smith. You know? They got, 20 million out of pay-per-view buys only. So let's say Canelo, all you have to, and see, this is, you got to understand business. That was at $65 a pop. Canelo has the most belts in the middleweight division, especially with Billy Joe Saunders, right? Especially with Billy Joe Saunders fucking around and losing his belt. Canelo came off the Golovkin. So they did that for Liam Smith. Plus he's moving up. He's moving up from 160 to 168. So a chance at a third, fourth division or whatever he's in. Third division. So let's say they increase the pay-per-view by $10. That's the price of DAZN. Look, $10 times the same value, 300,000. Look what you just made just by increasing. What does that say? That's just by increasing the pay-per-view $10 more. That's why guys like Canelo, I feel like pay-per-view is still needed. Just from bumping the pay-per-view price up from $65 to $75 at a rate of 300,000 pay-per-view buys, you just made, just by adding $10, you just made an extra $3 million. You guys can choose to not listen your whole life and then act like I said something crazy, or you can listen your whole life. He said the Jeff Horn fight was on ESPN. First of all, that's a horrible comparison, because ESPN is not a premium network, right? ESPN is available to more homes than probably Showtime, like, 17 million, 30 million, or whatever it is. So that's one thing. They have like a lot of like advertiser money and commercials and different shit like that. Two, it might not have been pay-per-view in the United States because it probably came on a little bit weird time, but it was a pay-per-view in Australia. So they got money from it. Just like Joshua. Okay, Joshua Klitschko, that I didn't pay no pay-per-view for it. It was on HBO as a rerun, and then it was in real time on Showtime. But guess what? It was a pay-per-view elsewhere. Where Joshua's from, it was a pay-per-view. You know, I believe where Klitschko's second home in Germany, I believe it was a pay-per-view. So they still get their money. Now you just sound stupid, bro. So you think the pay-per-view was $5 for Joshua Klitschko? Like, are you kidding me? You sound stupid. UK prices are generally cheaper for pay-per-view, but ain't no $4.99 for no Joshua Klitschko pay-per-view. He said UK pay-per-view is around 21 quid, about 25 US dollars. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. So anyway, to me, I just feel like big stars like Canelo, you kind of need the pay-per-view model, you know, or they could take a pay cut, you know, but I don't know if Canelo just beat Golovkin, is he really going to do that? And especially when HBO, he's a free agent, he could play the networks and different people against him. So why would you even take a pay cut? You out here trying to eat, get the most money. You're like, oh, you know, because Canelo's desired. Showtime wants him, ESPN wants him, Bob Arum wants him. You know, DAZN wants him. Now, I did see something also interesting. Oscar De La Hoya said if he goes with DAZN, he's not trying to co-promote with Eddie Hearn. Very smart. Very smart. And this is the other thing I didn't understand with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn doesn't own DAZN. You guys get what I'm saying? This is what people are failing to mention. Eddie Hearn doesn't own DAZN. He might have been the first boxing imprint that partnered with them, but it's not his app. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like he created the app. Like, let's say Eddie Hearn hated Bellator. Eddie Hearn would have no say in it on DAZN working out a deal with Bellator. He couldn't be like, nah, we're not doing that. Like, see, me, I'm not saying I have DAZN money or Bellator money. I'm not claiming those things. But the beauty of what I do is this is in-house. Like, I make the decisions. If I want to wake up at noon, if I want to wake up at 5 p.m. and eat cereal and pink chonies like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. did on 24/7, I can do that. I don't work for Showtime, HBO, ESPN Plus or Minus. I do what I want. You know, I wake up when I want. I start recording when I want. I do a live stream when I want. But obviously, if I got, you know, had a job with Sky Sports or ESPN, I would be contracted out through them. So I'd have to abide by, you know, if they're filming a show or a podcast and they were paying my bills, then I would have to be at Showtime Studios by a certain time. So, you know, that's the great thing about what I do is like I have creative control. Eddie Hearn doesn't have full control over DAZN. Maybe they listen to some of his ideas, maybe they don't. I don't know. But he couldn't tell him to not partner with Bellator because he didn't want to, you know. And the thing is, people don't put this into consideration. I'm pretty sure he had to buy Demetrius Andrade out of his contract because I don't think he was a free agent. I think it's kind of like with Andre Ward, how he was dealing with the Goose and Tudor deal. And then rest in peace to Dan Goosen. But Rock Nation bought him out of his contract. People don't always remember that part. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that Demetrius Andrade was still under contract because Demetrius Andrade previously had two promoters, if I'm not mistaken, Banner Boxing and Star Boxing. So I don't think his contract with both of them was up. But Eddie Hearn wanting to acquire U.S. American talent for this DAZN, I think they spent some of the money buying him out of his contract and then offering him something. You know, the other guys, like, let's say Jesse Vargas, that's cool because Jesse Vargas is just advised by Al Heyman, and he was I think Valencia is his other person. But people aren't taking this into consideration. Eddie Hearn, I'm dropping the gems for you. This is factual information. Eddie Hearn's, he doesn't own DAZN. 2, a lot of times Matchroom will be like, welcome to DAZN. This is DAZN, blah, 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 DAZN, right? Welcome so-and-so. And people get gassed up, but they don't understand a lot of the current talent on DAZN are paying somebody else too. They're co-promotional packs. Now, the thing is, that's cool for the fighter because the fighter might be able to be on this platform, get more fights, working with someone. But for Eddie Hearn, he has to split the pie. He's not just getting full. Like, okay, for example, Golden Boy, they just said, De La Hoya just said he wants to do, if he works with DAZN and puts Canelo on DAZN, it's going to be Golden Boy and Canelo, Team Canelo, and DAZN. He says he's cutting out Eddie Hearn. He's cutting out the middleman, so to speak. So even if Canelo, according to what De La Hoya is saying, even if Canelo goes to DAZN, Eddie Hearn's not going to profit off of that because Golden Boy's doing that Frank Lucas shit, an American Gangster. They getting the coke from the source, flying over to Vietnam, stuffing it in the bodies, and then coming back to America, cutting out, you know, having to have a plug or supplier. They're going directly to the plug. You get what I'm saying? And that's one thing that people don't mention with Eddie Hearn's stable of DAZN, right? Okay, here, where does Alexander Usyk fight? Who is he signed with? We'll play a game. Who is Alexander Usyk with? Who's his promotional? Who's Matchroom? Okay. Matchroom. See how everyone keeps putting Matchroom? Exactly. Shout out to Uzi. He's up on it. Eddie Hearn and them, they just posted, welcome to the DAZN family, Alexander Usyk, right? And that's why all you guys keep putting Matchroom. My dude Uzi was the only one that answered the question properly. He's with K2 Promotions, you know, the same promotion, Tom Loeffler, K2, they had Vladimir Klitschko, they have Triple G currently, right? He's signed with K2 Promotions and he's co-promoted by DAZN and Matchroom. But the way they blast it, like if you go to Matchrooms, it'll be like, welcome to the DAZN family. But if you look at the small print, it'll say co-promoted by K2 or in association with K2 Promotions. That's the difference. There's a lot of people with DAZN, like name DAZN's biggest star and then name someone who is not advised or paying somebody else part of their money too. So these are the questions I have for DAZN. Name somebody who's just completely with DAZN. Demetrius Andrade, I believe he's just, AJ's not, he was never announced as a DAZN fighter though. Charlo's not with DAZN. Not that I've heard of. Why do you guys keep saying Charlo? When have you ever seen Charlo with DAZN? Billy Joe Saunders is with Frank Warren. See, y'all, a lot of y'all don't know boxing. Like, you're just guessing. Jesse Vargas has 2 advisors. One of them's name is Valencia, and the other is Al Heyman. You get what I'm saying? Tony Bellew. Why was Tony Bellew not at the DAZN press conference? Is he's a Matchroom fighter? Is he a DAZN fighter exclusively? I don't know. I'm talking about basically the people that were at the DAZN kickoff. Because those are the announced DAZN fighters minus Joshua. See? It's not as easy. Gerald Big Baby Miller, he signed to somebody. I forgot who it is, but he signed to a New York promoter too. Somebody research it real quick. Big Baby Miller signed. He got a Lambo. He had a Lambo before he even met Eddie Hearn. It starts with an S, I think. Samson. Or somebody. Delorme. Y'all just guessing now. You know, look. Okay, Maurice Hooker is signed with Rock Nation, and he's co-promoted by DAZN. Alexander Usyk is with K2 Promotions, and he's co-promoted by DAZN. Or he's with DAZN, and he's co-promoted by K2, however you want to put it, right? Demetrius Andrade, I think, got bought out of his contract, but no one really talks about that. But I think he got bought out of his contract, and I think he's just with DAZN. You know, I don't think he has another. He got bought out of the Star and Banner Boxing stuff, right? I just told you, Maurice Hooker is with Rock Nation. Salida Promotions, that's who Gerald Miller's with. Yes. Tevin Farmer's promoted by Lou DiBella. DiBella ENT. You see what I'm talking about? So Tevin Farmer's not, he's with Lou DiBella, who's really works hand in hand with Al Heyman. So a lot of these guys either have another promoter altogether or they have advisors. I just went over Maurice Hooker. Can you guys hear me? Maurice Hooker is with Rock Nation. And Rock Nation is not really worried about boxing. So of course they put him on this because, but that don't mean you don't have to pay him. He's under contract with him. So keep going. Name someone who don't have no advisors and no co-promotion. It's just everything is DAZN. They just DAZN, you know, DAZN tattoo, DAZN from the feet, you know, from the bottom up. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, this is the difference. This is how you guys have to understand business. Top Rank, they just did a deal with Terrence Crawford, right? They did a deal with Terrence Crawford. That's Top Rank's fighter. They're not. It's not like half Al Heyman's fighter, half Top Rank. That's Top Rank's fighter, and they're using ESPN to stage the fight. Right? But it's a Top Rank fighter. Vasily Lomachenko, he's with Top Rank. He's not with K2 Promotions and Top Rank. He's with Top Rank. So Bob Arum is reaping the benefits when his guys rise in star power. Teofimo Lopez, that's a Top Rank fighter. My dude Jose Vargas, who was with TMT, got released from his contract, just signed with Top Rank. That's a Top Rank fighter. Mick Connellan, he might be different because I don't know if he has like an Irish promoter, but to my knowledge, he's just a Top Rank guy. It's not like, oh, Top Rank and it's co-promoted by so-and-so. So that's a difference. There's a big difference. The DAZN fighters, a lot of them have like other people they have to pay directly, you know, outside of like, I'm not talking about like trainers and strength and conditioning and sparring part. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like advisors or another promotional company. Oh my gosh. Y'all don't know boxing. Daniel Roman, he's with Thompson Boxing. How do I know all this and you guys don't? Daniel Roman, it's the same deal. So once again, DAZN needs to their best bet to really make money. I mean, I'm not saying they're not making no money, but the best bet would be to get a star. Hold on one second. I'm gonna show y'all. See, y'all think it's just jokes and shit. We really do this boxing stuff. I can't wait for people to come out and be like, "Oh yeah, you're just hating. That's not true." Okay. See, this is what people don't talk about. They just talk about what they want to talk about. I'm trying to pull it up for y'all. Anyway, my thing is this: the best bet would be to, if they sign somebody that is 100% that's just a matchroom fighter, you know, like a big name that is just matchroom, not like matchroom in association with, just matchroom, because then they own, you know, not own like slavery, but then that means they're more in control of. Hold on. Just think of it like custody. DAZN has a lot of people with two-parent custody, as opposed to some other promoters have. They have situations where only one parent, because the other parent's a drug addict or something, only one parent has sole custody. That would be the equivalent. You know, DAZN has a lot of joint custody fighters, versus some other companies have sole custody. Like, so if they claim that kid on their taxes, they get all the money. They don't have to split, you know, they can completely claim that kid. They have sole custody. That would be a kind of an example for you guys. I'm gonna show y'all. I like that sound of money. We're gonna get to the super chat in 1 second. All right. See, this is what people say. Y'all don't read the fine print. Look, welcome to the team, Tevin Farmer. See? But you look down here, look at the last sentence. It says Tevin Farmer has signed a multi-co-promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing and DeBella ENT. Exactly. So Tevin Farmer, he has Lou DeBella, that's still his promoter, as well as DAZN. So basically he has two people that he has to pay from it. You know what I'm saying? Super chat, TJ Wilkins, thank you. $10 super chat. Keep dropping that knowledge. Do you think Errol Spence should sign a one-fight deal with ESPN? No. Just wait. Like, this game, what I learned about this game is you can't get impatient. You know? You can't get impatient with it. You can't just like, oh, fuck it. You know, and then just want to hurry up and rush it. See, look, I'm trying to show you. I'm putting y'all up on game. A lot of people aren't talking about that, and most people don't do a one fight deal because they want to acquire the talent longer for like a rematch and stuff. All right, look. Welcome to the team, DAZN. Look at the logos on the bottom. See y'all. See, I'm trying to hip y'all to business. This is how y'all get gaffled. Y'all gotta understand business. Look, DAZN Salida Promotions, and whatever that GOP is. That's Gerald Miller. Just like I told you. Welcome to DAZN, Maurice Hooker. Look at the bottom. See a DAZN logo and Rock Nation Sports logo. See, I look. I want y'all to say I'm lying. Like I told you, Daniel Roman. You see the DAZN logo, then you see Thompson's Boxing for Daniel Roman. So these are all people that have multiple, you know, like co-promotional, or they have like advisors. Like, if I'm not mistaken, Jesse Vargas is still advised by Al Heyman, and he has a longtime advisor that he's been working with before, or manager or whatever. I think her name is Valencia. So DAZN, they still have to be able, they need a star that's their own, not like someone who's co-promoted, because then you can steer. Like, for example, I don't know everything, the ins and out, every single ins and out. I'm not going to act like I do. But if Tevin Farmer is Lou DiBella, if he's promoted by Lou DiBella and co-promoted, or he's promoted by DAZN and co-promoted by Lou DiBella, I would imagine that stipulates that they both have to be in agreement of some sort to move forward with his career. Because if he's under contract with Lou DiBella, and let's say DAZN wants to make the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, DiBella doesn't want to make the fight. This is a hypothetical. I'm not saying they don't, right? Let's say DAZN's like, yeah, we got Gervonta Tank Davis, he's ready, and we want to make this fight in a certain location in California, and his promoter, his co-promoter, is like, nah, I don't like that. Then how is DAZN going to be, or Matchroom or whatever, how are they going to just say, fuck that, we doing it? This is not juice. It's just like I said, I told you I'm the king of analogies. It's like two parents, joint custody. You can't just take your kid out of a school and then just say, one parent can't just say, oh, we're doing homeschooling. Oh, I'm dropping my kid out of school. Oh, we moving out of the country. You can't do that. Legally, you can't legally do that. Just take, if it's 50-50 custody down the middle, one parent can't just say, we live in Cali, but fuck that, we moving to New York, and then you just can't see your kid. It has to be mutually agreed upon. So I wouldn't imagine that this would be anything different. If you have two promoters, like, or so-and-so promoting you and then a co-promotional deal. See, Eddie Hearn don't talk, Eddie Hearns, he don't talk about this type. Now, as far as Andrade, Anthony Sims, probably a couple UK guys, I think they're just with Matchroom and DAZN. It's like, that's them. They're not co-promoted. But Andrade, in my honest assessment, I would say he got bought out of his contract, because we didn't hear about anything till DAZN came, but DAZN was shopping contracts and they wanted to acquire him. So they just probably did what Rock Nation did with Andre Ward, bought him out of his contract to get some so again, how is DAZN how are they gonna make money ultimately without getting their own star? How are they gonna make money in the US if they're not doing right by the US fans and they don't have an American star that they solely promote themselves? Top Rank has Terrence Crawford, Vasyl Lomachenko. They reap all of the benefits. If let's say hypothetically, people, I'm not have a horse in the race. If Top Rank, Terrence Crawford just re-upped. So let's say he fights Jose Benavidez hypothetically and beats him, and then he fought Errol Spence next. That benefits Top Rank and Team Crawford direct, and ESPN, for ratings and stuff. But promotionally, it'll benefit Team Crawford and ESPN. If a DAZN fighter like Tevin Farmer, he's that helps out Lou DiBella, and it's a co-promotion. I don't know how else to describe it. So in my opinion, DAZN they need a star that's theirs, like somebody that's, and that's the thing. You're building something, but you can't bother people who are in contract. DAZN couldn't snatch Terrence Crawford, because why would Top Rank Why would Top Rank let Terrence Crawford go when they put all this work and energy into him? You know? Block the keyboard warrior. Block the keyboard warrior. We not playing no games. Always here to cause distractions. You see, every time I spit these gems, they come. They come trying to, you know, say something that has nothing to do with anything. Every time without fail. That's how you know truth hurts. They're like, fuck, he's on to something. Let me shut him up real quick. Doesn't work like that, partner. So that's my thing. I think DAZN, they need someone like, and this is what happens. Look, I'm giving y'all the gas right now. I'm giving y'all the game. Well, look, everyone sees this. Welcome to the team. Usyk, right? This is what everyone sees. All the big graphics, but look at the top. Matchroom, K2 Promotions. Read the description. Undisputed Cruiserweight World Champion, Usyk, and K2 Promotions Ukraine. Co-promotional. For example, Golden Boy has Canelo, the biggest star in boxing. If he's doing well, then Golden Boy reaps the benefits. Canelo's not partly Al Heyman getting some of the money and partly Golden Boy. That's a Golden Boy Team Canelo venture. So promotionally, he's only represented by Golden Boy. Same thing with Ryan Garcia. I don't know of any other promotional outfits that are splitting the money with Golden Boy. You know, it's between Golden Boy and the client. But you look at DAZN's roster as of right now, majority of those guys that weren't already with Matchroom, so I'm not talking about Dillian White, AJ, and Tony Bellew. They were with Matchroom before DAZN was even announced. I'm talking about the people they just signed. Name one person that was not with Matchroom, that is now with Matchroom, that is 100% free agent and not co-promoted or advised by someone else. Boo Boo. Okay, that's one person. And like I said, in my honest opinion, they never talked about it. But I would honestly venture out to say he got bought out of his he had two promoters. So if they're no longer part of the situation, unless they just gave him up to help DAZN, and they just gave him up because they wanted to see him succeed, you know. Listen, shooters, we're gonna start blocking y'all. If y'all keep saying this crazy stuff, Adrian Broner, people you know who aren't with DAZN, then we just gonna start blocking y'all. I'm not playing no type of games. So yeah, if y'all keep putting like Broner and Butterbean and shit, we just gonna get to blocking. I'm asking real life questions. See, this is what happens. When the questions get too hard, they switch the subject or they play games. We not playing. This is new media. I'm really asking. Because this is what happens. When I say this stuff, I'm the bad guy. You're like, oh, you're hating on DAZN. I'm not hating. I'm telling you facts. Shout out to D. We got shooters on deck. We not playing, man. We trying to get to the bottom of this. Ego, do you ever consider that by talking about DAZN, we keeping it relevant? I don't care. I mean, if you think me talking about DAZN is gonna help it succeed, that's cool. I don't care if DAZN succeeds. That's the thing. Like, so I don't even understand the question. If DAZN succeeds, it succeeds. That's good. You know, great for boxing. It don't hurt me if they succeed. I'm just telling you what I see. You know, that's what a lot of people, because you guys are emotionally invested into fighters and trainers and promoters and their word and stuff. I'm not worried about that. If DAZN turns out to be the best thing that's ever happened to boxing, so be it. Like Ariel's dad said, King Trident in Little Mermaid, so be it. It don't bother me. It's not. I'm gonna succeed regardless of what DAZN's doing, because we already have something that we've started and we've been at it for years. So you guys making it sound like it's a vendetta. I don't care. You keeping it relevant. That's cool. But that's not gonna. People aren't, by me talking about DAZN, people aren't gonna just go and buy it just because I'm talking about it. So, they're gonna have to. Any business will have to. I talked about HBO. Like I talked about, gave it criticism with the fight game or the commentary, and look at where HBO's at. So that's not gonna keep it alive by talking about it. It's not gonna do anything. It's just bringing awareness to a subject. Because like I said, HBO been around for 45 years, and look where they're at now as far as their boxing. So me talking about it is just me talking about it. I'm just expressing myself, which I have the freedom to do. It's a free country. Ultimately, to stay relevant, you gonna have to put the work in and have quality. That's like, if people keep dissing me, like let's say YouTube channels diss me, that don't do nothing for them. But it's not going to keep me relevant if I stop working. If I just stop putting out videos or become infrequent with my posting, what them talking about me, how's that going to keep my channel afloat, keep the lights on? So that doesn't even make sense. A lot of you guys, please venture out to be your own person. Don't just be one of the crowd. I always strive to do that. I don't care. I don't want to be about one of the crowd. I never wanted to, like, why would you assimilate, and conform when you were born to stand out? That's how I look at it. I was born for something greater than just to never be heard, to just be like everybody else. That's why you guys get different stuff when you come here. Sometimes we're serious, sometimes we're telling jokes, sometimes it's impersonations and impressions, but it's all real, it's all organic, it's all authentic. I mean everything that I'm saying. But that's not just because a lot of you guys recycle stuff. Oh, we should stop talking about it, keep it relevant. No, I'm not gonna stop talking about. That's like, oh, to me, when I talk about, like, let's say people do this, for racism in boxing. When you talk about racism, it makes people uncomfortable. Therefore, people say, oh, just stop talking about it. Me stop talking about it is not making the problem go away. And I've never been one to tuck my tail. So me, if I just don't address it and just hope it just dissipates on its own, that's stupid. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to keep spotting it and shining that light on it, just like roaches, Let it all scatter. Why would I stop talking about it because it makes people feel uncomfortable? Word to Joe Budden, why would you try to fit in when you were born to stand out? That's not a Joe Budden. That's actually a Dr. Seuss. See, y'all got to read. Y'all got to, like, expand your minds. That's not a Joe Budden quote. That's a Dr. Seuss quote. I don't even know if Joe Budden wasn't even an adult when Dr. Seuss said that. But anyway, a lot of people say the same rhetoric. Oh, stop talking about it. Stop talking about it's not going to change anything. But if I do talk about it, maybe we can change it. Maybe, like HBO boxing. I feel like we made our point and our voices heard. We asked for certain things, we didn't deliver. HBO waved the white flag. Cool. They've made their choice. We're not doing boxing anymore, or at least for the foreseeable future, and we're not going to do it full time. Boom. That's cool. Quoted Dr. Seuss and thought it was Joe Budden. That's what I'm saying. This generation crazy. I heard Joe Budden say it too, but he didn't create that. Joey. He thought he came up with it on mood music and shit. Chavez Jr. on DAZN. Enjoy that. It need to be Chavez Jr. versus them thoughts that robbed him in the motel. I want to see that rematch. I like Joey. So anyway, see, and that's the thing with it's crazy to me. People are so emotional in the sport of boxing. They think if you have a certain critique or criticism, like, and see, you know, to a degree, I understand it because there are a lot of lunatics in boxing. Like people, YouTube is free. You know, anybody could just get on this motherfucker and just be like, oh yeah, Canelo's a bit, you know, and just start talking crazy, Triple G, rah, 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 and just do the thing. So, you know, it's kind of hard to filter out. So when you do hear someone who's genuinely giving analysis and genuinely giving insight and being honest and saying his commentary, his or her commentary, then some people think, oh, it's just like this last channel and it's criticizing Triple G. You know, I don't have to do that. Triple G, I just react to what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I've heard versus what's being shown, things like that. Billy Joe Saunders, I don't have a problem with none of these motherfuckers, you know. But if the reality is Billy Joe Saunders failed a drug test, then I'm going to react to it, you know. Is that, but people are so like emotionally attached. They say, oh, you hate the UK. What the fuck I hate somewhere I used to live and had a great time. The UK readied me for America, you know, because I was like really, based on UK teachings, the school system is way more advanced. So by the time I came to elementary school out here in America, we had already learned all this shit that they was talking about. I felt like, you know, like Goodwill Hunting or some shit. So, yeah, it had nothing to do with hating the UK or hating Anthony Joshua, but we will keep it a buck around this motherfucker. That's just the reality of it, people. You know, maybe if you guys want sugar-coated bullshit, then this probably isn't the channel for you. You know, shout out to Top Rank for two things. One, Top Rank, they put Crawford back on ESPN, which they never took Lomachenko off and kept him on ESPN instead of putting him on some ESPN Plus shit, right? So I like that because I think this will be a good fight with him and Benavidez. I don't know when I'm going to get out there, but I'll be out there. You know, I'll probably miss the media. It's just I got so much stuff to do. You know, I'm really going to work on creating my team, you know, because it's like it's getting to the point where it's like I can't do other aspect like these long ass live streams. I have to cut it somewhere, you know, if it's just going to be me, you know, and I want to keep doing everything that the fans like. So, yeah, I'm probably have to work on getting some people to help me in certain regards. Videographers, graphic designers, producers, any creative like that, you know. We about to turn it up on these boys. But anyway, I'll be out there sometime. But the thing I like about what Top Rank did, they put him back on ESPN instead of ESPN Plus. That's great because a fight like that should be good, and I want to see it get good exposure and whatnot. Two, they're doing I think it's a 4-part series of Camp Life. And it's going to be on ESPN Plus. So if you subscribe to ESPN Plus, you'll be able to unlock that and watch that. And it's just like the mini doc that they do, like Road to blah, blah, blah. HBO does like Road to whoever, Daniel Jacobs, Derevyanchenko, stuff like that. So, you know, they're going to release it starting this week, and you're going to be able to see behind the scenes shit. Hopefully with both fighters, not just Crawford. I don't know, though, because it says Crawford Camp Life. You know, that would be cool if they went to Benavidez, too, but it might just be mostly a camera crew following Crawford. So, I like that. I like those decisions by Top Rank. The other thing is, like I told you, Golden Boy says that they're going to try to get Canelo a deal with DAZN or ESPN directly without going through like a Bob Arum or without going through Eddie Hearns, which is smart, because why would DAZN, they got the product, you know, they got Canelo. Why would they want to split the money with Eddie Hearn when Eddie Hearn hasn't done nothing? You know, Eddie Hearn hasn't done nothing for the growth of Canelo's career. So why would, you know, and he doesn't own DAZN. So, you know, it's business. Why am I going to go through a middleman if I can go directly to the connect? Remember in Pay the Fool? He was like, yeah, Mitch, give up the connect, Mitch. Like, give up the connect, Eddie. Like, we trying to go straight to the connect. We want to go straight directly to the plug. Why would he, why you going to give a percentage of, like, listen, it's not against anybody, but when I say we from the mud, I'm not lying. That's why it's hilarious to me when people say like, oh, Ego bought subs and, you know, all types of bullshit, you know. It's funny. You know why? Because my channel has never, ever, since I started, partnered up with the MCN. Now, I know some of you guys are scratching your head. What's the MCN? That's a multi-channel network, right? Which is basically a third-party company that is supposed to help you and offer you royalty-free music. If you get a copyright strike, their legal team helps you figure it out or resolve it. They're supposed to connect you with other YouTubers. It's just like, you know, and you get paid through them directly. They're supposed to put out different ads that maybe get you paid more. You know, it's just like kind of like I guess a digital PR person. But for me, I like direct connections. They can't promise you anything. Like, they can't promise your channel is going to blow up. They can't promise how many that they're going to increase your views. But then they want money. It depends on which one you sign to. But these multi-channel networks, they want some of your money, 10, 20, 30%, whatever. So I'm like, hell nah, you know, because I don't even know what you can provide other than, I don't need you to hook me up with collaborations on YouTube. If I want to collaborate with someone, I could reach out. I don't need you to hook me up with royalty-free music. I know producers, you know, that give me doper shit than the generic shit in you know, copyright free content, right? My channel has never linked up with one of these, and I get the emails all the time because it's somebody else trying to take a cut of your money, you know. And this is how I know it to be true. When I was on the bottom with this YouTube shit and I had 1,000 subscribers, 500 less, whatever, I didn't get those emails. There was nobody emailing me talking about, yo, we like your channel, we want to sign you. Because back then, maybe I would have did it because I only had 500 subscribers. I'm trying to get to the next level. But what these motherfuckers did is they waited till I naturally, organically grew all by myself and learned the system, learned YouTube, you know, had my peaks and valleys and trials and errors. And then my channel was already popping. So I don't need them, you know. So we went the Master P route. We went the Chance the Rapper route, where we didn't have to immediately sign to somebody. We don't have to sign to these 360 deals and shit like that. You know, I'm from the Bay, man. This is real boss shit we talking. And just so you know, and this is not a knock to anyone, but most channels in boxing to this day are signed. Like the big channels that you watch, a lot of them are signed to multi-channel networks. I have never been. That's why it makes me smile when motherfuckers say, Ego, you bought your subscribers and shit like that. Because a lot of people linked up with a multi-channel network that's supposed to help them. I ain't had no help. I did this shit through the mud, you know. Well, I didn't have no company help me that had to take some of my money. You know what I mean? Y'all got to understand the business. So I'm an independent hustler, you know. That's why Master P came out to the Bay and he was moving CDs, Ghetto D. Y'all got to do y'all history about the Bay Area. We got independent hustlers galore. E40, right? We got hustlers out here. So I don't have nobody take, you know, all these other channels and stuff. That's cool. It works for them. Got them to whatever. Boom. I don't have nobody taking no cut of my money, except for YouTube, you know, because they do take a portion of your earnings, you know, and super chats and stuff like that. But I don't have two people, you know. It's just me and the direct platform I'm on, which is YouTube. Right? It's not no third party motherfucker taking some money and YouTube taking, nah. So I understand De La Hoya. We are our own bosses all day, man. This that boss talk. You can't get this everywhere. Free gyms, free game. So I understand what De La Hoya is doing. You built Canelo, you know. Al Heyman has maybe a little bit to do with it or whatever, but you know, we know Golden Boy put the work in with Canelo, you know. Man, this y'all need to learn how to listen. So super chats and donations, the only way you get paid from YouTube? Who said that? What are you talking about? When did anyone else hear me say that super chats and donations were the only way that I got paid off of YouTube? See, these are the people in life that don't get to the entrepreneurial level. Cause when motherfuckers dropping gems, they making jokes. Motherfuckers dropping gems, they don't understand. They don't like slow it down. When did I say that I only get chat? I've never, listen, I just did a video. I don't know if you're new or what, but I just did a video the other day. If you're trying to do this full time, do not rely on super chats and donations to pay your bills. So hell nah, super chats and donations. I've never had 1 month where I made more in super chats than I have off of YouTube ads. So yeah, that's stupid if you're trying to survive off of super chats, because that's sometimes, you know, people super chat when they want to. So how can I have, if I have steady bills that are going to come every single time each month, I can't rely on something that is unreliable like a super chat. I can't control when people super chat. So no, I never even said that. You just made that up. I never once said I only make money from super chats and donations. Trying to give y'all a free game. Yeah, you know, y'all could take it what it's worth. But anyway, I don't have nobody reaching in my pockets. You know, we did it. You know, this ain't no like, all right, yeah, I'm not doing all that. How much money can you make from YouTube ads? Go to another channel. You know, I'm not going to sit up here. You fucking the government? Who are you? Talking about how much money can you make? How much you make? Where you work? You doing way too much. I didn't say it like, motherfucker, why would I tell you my finances? Just know I'm straight. Where you work? Shola. Where you work with a name like that? Shola. Yeah, these motherfucking rats be in here. Hey, how much you make? You work at Walmart? How much they paying you? How many hours you work? Hell no. Man, we got these rodents. Hey, shooters, clap Shola. I don't know. I can't. We can't continue. I feel like it's a rat. We got to get Shola out of here. She said Walmart, the most generic place. 15 an hour. Nah, you a rat, man. You like, yeah, where can I get some blow? Like, what you doing with your shirt? You wearing a wire, motherfucker? No, I'm just saying, where's the dope at? We know, man, you ain't never been around no street shit. Like, that shit, I could tell a rat. You a rat, man. These rats. Yeah, I'm trying to get lifted. Like, who got the smack? That's how narcs be acting, you know, when they go to buy drugs and shit. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get high as a kite. Who got the smack, bro? Come on. Give me the plug. I ran off on the plug twice. Who got it, man? I'm trying to get zooted. Like, you a rat, bro. People who really on that stuff don't be doing all that. You a fucking rat, man. We know a rat. He's like, Khabib, the eagle has landed. The key, Khabib, the eagle. Like, well, you wearing a wire. We know that shit. Like, how much do you make? Man, I'm not telling you all that. These rats trying to get that cheese. Andre Ward versus Canelo on DAZN. Never say that again. Canelo will get the brakes beat off of him, clenbuterol or not. I'm a big fan of both, but y'all don't want to see that. That would be horrific. I don't see Canelo fighting at 68, to be honest. I think Zurdo Ramirez is a hard fight. Badu Jack, if he was at 168 still, would be a hard fight. Caleb Smith, his big ass, is a hard fight. You notice see this, when you guys say stupid shit, you change the context of the conversation. You know? Because I told you, I don't have a problem with him fighting Rocky Fielding. Whatever. You know, he just got off 2 Golovkin fights. But there's a reason he picked Rocky Fielding instead of Caleb Smith. You know, there's a reason he picked Rocky Fielding instead of Zurdo Ramirez. You know, those are all different fights. So, please stop. And then you're going to say Andre SOG Ward. Yeah, that wouldn't be good for Canelo. He'd be son of Guadalajara. That's the SOG he would be. Smacking on Guadalajara Canelo. You know, that wouldn't be a good fight. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all saying goofy stuff, so I'm going to go finish my stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good show. Try to drop a couple gems, a couple bars for y'all. Canelo, Caleb Plant, hell no. David Benavidez, all them are tough fights. Canelo versus Crawford. You must have just started watching boxing. And it's funny, these motherfuckers be in the comment section talking about Canelo versus Errol Spence, Canelo versus Terrence Crawford. Why you want to see Canelo fight smaller guys? Why don't you want to see Canelo versus Zurdo Ramirez? You know, he fighting at 68. Why you want to see him fight a welterweight? The same thing they did with Golovkin. But with Golovkin, it was worse because they really wanted to see him fight guys that had no chance. You don't want to see Charlo versus Canelo. See, oh my God. Me and J-Dog, we connected. Danny Jacobs, if he beat Sergey Derevyanchenko versus Canelo. Why are we not talking about that? You see how they always want, you know, we know what y'all doing. You know, either some people are racist and some people just want to protect them. Like they'll watch Anthony Joshua versus Usyk, but have all these excuses why Joshua shouldn't fight Wilder. You know, or some of the racists will be like, Canelo can fight Terrence Crawford, who has one fight at 47. You want to see Crawford move up to 60, but you don't want to see a guy who's at 60 right now, like Charlo, get a shot. These dudes we know what they doing, man. You know, you don't want to see Daniel Jacobs, if he becomes champion, by beating Derevyanchenko, his 4th undefeated fighter in a row. And if he beats him, it'll be the 4th undefeated fighter he's beaten, because I had him beating Triple G and I was there. You wasn't there. You know, you don't want to see those fights, but you want to see a welterweight Errol Spence. You want to see a welterweight Terrence Crawford move up to 160. You want to see a welterweight who's not even a big welterweight in Floyd Mayweather, and he already beat Canelo thoroughly. You want to see all these people. You want to see Floyd at 41, and he already spanked Canelo. You want to see him move up to 160 to prove he can do it again, but you don't want to see Canelo Charlo, Canelo Daniel Jacobs. Stop it. You know, and we already got the number on y'all dudes. It's a wrap for y'all. Come on, Ego. Brooke fought Triple G. Who cares? Nobody told him to do that. You know? Okay, so okay, here. How I got an idea. Canelo, tell him to move up to 175 and fight Andre Ward. How about that? So why is it that Crawford, Spence, and Mayweather can move up to 160, 2 divisions, but you don't want to see Canelo move up from 160 to 175 to fight Andre Ward or Bivol? Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see Andre Ward versus Canelo at 175. See, we've been hip to the game. You don't hear one person talking about Pacquiao fighting Canelo at 60. And Pacquiao never beat Canelo. Mayweather did. You don't hear no one talking about Pacquiao versus Triple G because y'all already know what happened. If Pacquiao fought Triple G, he'd be back to selling donuts and cigarettes. There's no way he can fuck with Triple G at 160. He gonna wake up selling donuts again. I want to thank Triple G for the Krispy Kreme donuts. Like, stop it. You know what happened to Pacquiao. That motherfucker would be selling Dunkin' Donuts, waking up from a nightmare. I have maple bar and cinnamon roll, and I have glazed twist. Motherfucker would be back to selling some donuts after he fought Triple G. If Lil Ass Marquez put him in the Twilight Zone, Triple G gonna have him at the fucking crossroads with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Oh my God. I like Pacquiao, but you guys have to be realistic here. I said if Juan Manuel Marquez in the fourth fight had Pacquiao in the Twilight Zone for minutes, then Triple G would have Pacquiao with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Boom, 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 boom. I want to thank Triple G for knocking me out. And why they kill my dog? And man, I miss my Uncle Charles. He shouldn't be gone in front of his home. What he did do was wrong. Gotta be known, better be born, we be known. Hey, and we pray and we pray. Every day, every day, every day, every day. All right, hold on, we got to come back in. Now follow me, Rostro, wherever, tell it for 7. Dude. Pacquiao would be... Instead of creeping up on family, exactly how many days he got lasting while he laughing, we're passing. Pacquiao will be in the cross Rizzo's, and y'all know it. Little boo and guys, I ain't gotta miss everybody. I done run around the look but the land. To get the beat. Well, the days they got to be, one of them sees to beat the BP, living in my land, you. That motherfucker back here, he'd be like Kadeem Hardison in a different world. Bars. He would be in a whole different world. He'd be Dwayne Wade. But y'all don't want to see Pacquiao go to 160 because you already know what happened. Pacquiao will forget Boo Boy's training him and be talking to Freddie when he wake up. Freddie, I want to thank you for your service. Like, Freddie ain't even your trainer anymore. Golovkin hit you that hard? But they want to see Mayweather go up to 160. Because you know at least Mayweather got a shot. Pacquiao had no shot. It's going to look like Pacquiao got shot. You'd be like, Pacquiao! He'd be like Ricky and shit. Golovkin... I must break you. I'm going back to Kazakhstan. Pacquiao, you will lose. Pacquiao! Pacquiao, come on, bro. That's why no one tells Pacquiao to... They don't even tell Pacquiao to go to 54. Because you already know what it is. Tell Pacquiao to fight Jermell Charlo. He might be like... It might be like some Erickson Lubin type of knockout. Pacquiao, okay, it's gonna be about 2-2-2s. You remember Jay-Z 22-2s? It's gonna be 22 2-2-2s, and then Pacquiao gonna be like He gonna be on that Jay-Z 22 twos. That's my new song it's off my new album, Reasonable Doubt. It's called 22 twos. Yeah, check it. Y'all must got 9 lives. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. And I'm gone. 22 twos. Do. Can I? What the fuck? I'm famous. Oh, Jay was. Hold on. Jay was kind of killing on this. Kick it. Yes, you can. Can I? And I'm gone. Do. That's 22. What the fuck? What? Jay was killing. I can't just play it straight through. Too many bitches is shady. Young. 22 twos. Yeah, he's a casual, bro. We know he's just casual. That's just what it is. He did snap on 22 twos. Jay was spazzing on that. Too many ladies get these niggas, too many chances. Too many brothers wanna be lovers, don't know romances. Oh my God, why is Ho kill it? 2 rhymes. What the fuck? I like even the skit with the ladies like, who the fuck called me a bitch at the end? Can I kick it? Favorite rap albums. I got too much. Biggie's first 2 albums, obviously, Ready to Die, Life After Death. Pac, All Lies is one of them. Machiavelli's got to be another one. But I'm really me against the world. I have moods, so I can't narrow it down to, Illmatic. We're talking about classics. Snoop, Doggy Style, The Chronic, and then the second Chronic. That second Chronic, pulled out, nutted on the towel and passed out. Come on, let's get high. I pull up to the spot, beat up in my G'd up apparel, stomping in the. Hey, what is that? Hold on, what is that? Chronic 2000. What is that song? Put something in your mouth, real tasty. I'm looking kind of fly with my gates at. Got. Hey, this is a classic album. Even the 2000 one. Things just ain't the same for gangsters. Time's just wasting. All just changing. Eminem killed this he did a freestyle. He's like, Gabe bashing with tire irons and ratchets. I seen him come. I watched him go. Versace, whoa, hey, he was killing. The watch. Damn, bitches. I just wanna fuck bad bitch. All them nights I never had. Now I'm all up in that ass, man. Hey. Mad at your boyfriend, ain't you? You's a bad hoe, gotta spank you. Gotta thank you for the head clinic. Explicit, hella photogenic. He was killing. Yuck. Let's get it, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I have too many hip-hop albums. That's hard. LL got some. Mr. Smith was hard. There's too many. I got too many. Blueprint's my shit. The First J Blueprint. Since I'm in the position to talk to these kids and they listen, I ain't no politician, but I kick it with them a minute. 50 Cent first. It's something special, man. Hit my wisdom tooth, spit it out. I don't smile like ain't shit pretty. I got a purple heart for war and I ain't never let the city hoes be like 50. You so on the dick like they heard of for B Diddy. You got fat while we starve. Yeah, man, there's too many. Carter 5, it wasn't that nice to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan of the Dedication series, and the first 3 Carters were like, you know. Oh, yeah, DMX is dark and hell is hot. Hell yeah. Hey, you know who was killing on that? Mace. Mace was like, he's like, bring your crew in them, I'm doing them, hitting with a, he said, then I'm putting 2, you know, he said something, hitting them in the, hitting them with aluminum, then I'm putting 2 in them. Like, that was that Murder Mace shit. Y'all don't know about Murder Mace. Yeah, there's too many, man. Equiminize my shit. E40, first 5 albums from DMX. Oh, yeah, y'all talking my talk now. E40 got some he has some hidden ones. Like that song with Tupac, $1 Million Spot in my that shit was dope. And dusted in the motherfucking disgusted. And I like that, his old shit. Woke up in the AM, tossed up out of my cranium, gotta take a dump, took a shit. No, he said, gotta take a shit, took a dump in the Mediterranean. Yeah, I know about classic music. Rough Riders Volume 1. Doon, doon, doon. Lights out. Chica. What's my motherfucking name? Oh yeah, y'all getting me hyped with these songs. I gotta go watch. I gotta go listen to. Top 5 mixtape. That's hard, man. G Unit has some hard ass mixtapes. Game has some hard ass mixtapes. Lil Wayne. I definitely put Lil Wayne in there. Lil Wayne was snapping on them dedications. He said, shooting like a cowboy, trying to see red skin. Bitch, I'm fly. I'm skyborn. Young Ozzy Osbourne, floating like a cloud. Boy, he was killing. Oh, my gosh. I miss them mixtapes, man. I'm the man of my land. Call it Louisiana. Jada Kiss of Death, he was killing. All right, who's your top 5 down south rappers? Top 5. No order. Just name them. Top 5 hardest rappers from down south. Everything considered musically. I'm the man in my land. Call it Lil Weezy. Top 5 down south. Scarface. He a boss. Shout out to Texas. UGK. 3-6 Mafia, Soldier Slim, Lil Wayne, Scarface, and T.I. Luda, okay. Boosie, Zero, Jeezy. Y'all got some good taste, okay. Currency, he's like slept on. I didn't know he was doing so much production and shit. But he slept on. Hey, man, when that Face Jay-Z came out, guess who's Bazak? Talk to him. Hey, that shit was, oh my God. Oh yeah, y'all sleeping on Outkast. You gotta put Outkast in there to me. Boys in the Hood, Boosie and Webby. Big Crit is slept on. Juvie, Andre 3 Stacks, BG, Luda. All right, y'all got some good lists. I could fuck with these lists. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Like Dungeon Family, yeah, CeeLo back in the day. Project Pat. I remember the Project Pat video where he making fun of the movie. He was like, D batteries. That shit was hella funny. NBA Youngboy is nice too. Who's that? That's the one that got the herpes, huh? Saya the Prince is slept on. I heard he challenged Joe Budden. All right, West Coast. Top 5 West Coast. Top 5 of the West. Top 5 from the West. Razkaz. Dre. Yeah, shout out to Mozzie. Pac, E40, Pac, Snoop, DJ Quick. See, Kendrick. Shout out to K. Dot. Sibo and Yuck Mouth. Corrupt is slept on. Corrupt lyrically is very slept on. I was listening to that Dog Pound Dog Food album. Q, he don't get enough respect. Mac Dre. See, I fuck with. See, this is why I like. This is why I like Ego's Army. J Rock, Nipsey. Yeah, Corrupt. People sleep. Even go listen to Calling Out Names where he's dissing DMX. He's like, motherfuck D, motherfuck X. Only X I know is Exhibit or RBX. Extraordinary. Trying to snatch my bitch. You could have a bitch. 2 bitches getting rich. Just, he was killing. He said, only X I know is Exhibit or RBX. Extraordinary. Try to snatch my bitch. You could have a bit. And like, let's play. He was killing on all them songs. Well, if Corrupt gave a fuck about it, I'd always be broke. I never had no Crooked Eye, Bars, Too Short, Game. Exhibit, yeah, that he had that first album was clean. He got some songs with Eminem when they was killing. But I think Eminem got him. Don't approach me, I won't approach you. Yeah, he was killing. Pac, Snoop, Dre, Kendrick, Q. It's a solid ass list. Who's RJ? Roy Jones? Didn't I just say that? Y'all must have forgot. No, I'm just playing. All right, I'm about to get out of here. It's been real. We'll talk about some more stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Super Chats. My shooters. It's going down. Messy Marv. Where has he been? I ain't heard nothing from Marv in a minute. Shout out to San Francisco. Peace out, y'all.